Hey guys, welcome to TST Garage. I'm Bart, and today in this video I'll be showing you how to install the TST Industries brake light modulator on your bike. Now, a brake light modulator, sometimes called a strobe, sometimes called a brake light flasher, what it does is basically enables you to install some electronics on your bike so that when you press your brakes, the brake light flashes in some kind of pattern and alerts the drivers behind you that you will be stopping. Our particular brake light modulator comes pre-wired to a plug that interfaces with a sub harness that we provide specific to your bike model that enables plug-and-play functionality with your bike. So that means that the installation is really fast and you can do it yourself. Now, the electronics inside, we do have the ability for you to program this unit to 3 different functions and then subsequently adjust the rate of the effect to your liking. Our first programmable mode is strobe alert. This mode will produce 9 flashes and then stay solid for the duration of the brake engagement. Second one is intermittent pulsar. Each cycle will flash 10 times and then pause, and then these cycles will repeat for the duration of the brake engagement. The last available option is pulsar, and this one just basically provides continuous flashing for the duration of the brake engagement. Now we will show you how to install this. It's really simple, and then after the installation chunk, I will show you in detail how to get inside here, how to program the different modes, and how to alter the rate of those different modes. We did think about the safety of such devices during the design phase, so we decided to design this in a way that it will be a pass-through component. In case you experience a failure on board here, it will just pass through your normal brake function, which means you press your brake light lights up, there's just no effect. In case you do experience that failure, we do offer a warranty, so we have guys standing by in our support department that will take your call, email, Facebook message, whatever, and we'll get you replaced. And that's pretty much it. Now, I'm really excited to show you guys just how easy this is to put on and configure. So let's get started. We're going to begin by removing the seat. Then using a 4mm Allen key, we're going to remove these 4 fasteners. Once those are out, this component here for holding the seat comes off. Put it to the side. Now we have to remove this tray. It's held by these 2 4mm Allen screws. Now as we pull up on this, there is a relay, a fuse rather, that sits here. You're gonna have to pull it up off its tab and then release it. Then we'll grab our brake modulator with its harness. We're gonna mate the plugs. There's only one plug that will fit the modulator plug. Snap them together until they click. Our modulator will go in this area and it will connect between these 2 plugs. So we are essentially plugging this male plug into this female and the male from the modulator into the harness. I like to use a small flathead screwdriver to press on the locking feature of this plug. That makes it very easy to extract. And now we just mate the plugs. There's really only one way that they'll fit together, and here it is. And now we'll just need to route the wires and distribute the bulk. For that purpose, I will be pulling up on this fuse box. You can release it by sticking a small flathead screwdriver. In this area there is a tab that releases it from its keeper. You can pass the modulator around along with all the plugs and arrange the plugs like this. There's just enough room to make that happen. You can choose to wire tie this area to another component here, but I feel that between these 2 fuse boxes with the tray on top, there is enough holding force to keep it in place and not vibrating, so I think that's pretty good right there. We're just going to reassemble in the reverse order of this assembly. Once I know I can actually get this tray in without any obstruction, I'm going to quickly turn the brake on, make sure I have the proper function. And in fact I do, so I will proceed with the reassembly. It's as simple as that. For mode selection and rate adjustment, we will need to get inside this capsule to access the electronics. These two Phillips head screws will need to be removed. What I like to do is unscrew them until they disengage from their receiving threads and leave them in the cap. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to lose them. If we pull them off with the cap, they are self-captive. All right, now we'll identify the parts here. This button is the mode selector, and this potentiometer is your rate adjuster. Clockwise is faster, counterclockwise is slower. Let's first do our selection of modes. With the brake pressed, press the button once to toggle to the next available program. Now the brake does have to be pressed so that the unit powers up, otherwise you won't be able to make the selection. If you find that you've pressed the button but the selection has not been changed, just do it again with the brake pressed. So now we will go on to the next program. Press the brake once more, press the button once, and now you're in the next mode. Now we've switched twice, so pressing it one more time will return to the original mode that your unit arrived in. Now for rate adjustment, we'll be using the potentiometer. With the brake pressed, we can turn it clockwise to make it go faster, counterclockwise to decrease the rate. Now in brake alert, you will only have 9 flashes to make your adjustment, and then it'll stay solid. This one doesn't actually lend itself to really fast flashing at the top of the range. Bottom of the range is unusable, so I like to set it somewhere towards 3/4 to maybe 80% clockwise, and that does it for me. Now if we change to the next one, this one is pulsar, and this one just keeps on flashing, so I like to have it going pretty fast here. Choice is really up to you. If you want to explore the next mode, we have the intermittent pulsar. This one to me belongs somewhere close to the top of the range, makes it the most visible. But again, freedom means choice. The decision is ultimately up to you. Once you're done with your adjustment and you're where you want to be with all your modes and rates, replace the cap, turn the screws back in, and it really is just that simple. Replace your brake light modulator in the space that you decided to keep it, and you're good to go.